am paying my respect and divine love to my Sadguru, because my Sadguru is my soul, my heart, my life, everything. My dear friends, in the past discourse, we complete the one line of the stanza and the Yuyusava. It means the Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra, Samaveta and Yuyusava. Now we are taking the second line of the verse, and that is the Mamkaha, first word. I know that this first verse of the Gita is only the base of where you in your consciousness. Otherwise, I can teach you directly, but most of person, they don't believe directly. They believe holy books. So, the Mamaka bird, which is using the blind king Dhritarashtra, the Ajnana, and asking to the Sanjaya, which has a divine eyes and divine hearing, for he can see and he can hear, distance hearing and distance seeing. Now he asking Mamkaha. Mamkaha word is, general meaning is mind, but when anyone say the mind, that mind word shows the possessiveness, the mind word shows the Maya, the mind word shows the ego, and mind word shows the controlling and taking away from other persons. So the Mamaka word is very, very precious word for seekers, because the Mamaka including all the Maya itself, only one word Mamaka is including all the Maya, and this word has a complete representation of the empire of ego. The Mamaka word is, there is the example of the Kauravas 100 sons. So the Maya we can divide in 100 parts, but in the Mahabharata battle on the Kauravas only not fight with the Pandavas, because Pandavas only 5, but Kauravas was 100 sons, 100 brothers. But even they not only fight with Pandavas, they fight with their friends, cooperation with their friends, cooperation with their relatives, with their uncles, with their mother's brother, with their grandfathers, with their relatives of the relatives, and all the helping kings and persons of all over the world at that time. So my dear friend, it proves that Maya is not only 100 departments, Maya, more than 100 departments, but 100 departments can be exposed and other departments they are hidden with these 100 departments. Because the Mahabharata battle is not outer battle only, it is inner battle also. So the Maya's 100 departments, the collective identification word is called Mamka. Mamka, it means the mind. Mamka, it means the forces of the ego. My dear friend, so the second part of this phrase is starting from here. As well as that Dhritarashtra, himself a blind person, and he is also blind in the phantasm of his 100 sons and their friends. The same thing is that the person who is living in this world, he used this word about his illusion created bhogas. It means the illusion created and illusion supplied materials, innate tendencies, goods, sentiments, feelings, many things. He used this word Mamka, he used this word mind. Everything he used, my computer, my mobile, my home, my wife, my brother, my sister, my car, my post, my power, everything he told my and mine. So all my and mine is Mamka. So this possessiveness and this phantasm and this controlling and this my and mine, that create a sensibility, this create a blindness, this create a rigidness, this create that possessiveness, that he can do anything if you snatch anything from him. So my dear friend, the history says that Kauravas, they are produced by the big piece of a flesh, of a spindle of muscles and flesh, and the scientist, the genetical scientist, the embryologist of that time operate that spherical stone type flesh piece in 100 pieces, and every pieces they put in a artificial boom. So by the artificial boom, the 100 sons came out, and that was a symbol that only one production of ajnana can we create the 100 types of illusions. The life of the human is divided in the millions type of impressions, vritti, millions type of desires, sentiments, demands, thirst, guilt, jealousies, and many more. So these are collective, the millions type of Maya's impressions, Maya's feelings. They are all collected in your chromosomes. The genetical science knows. The chromosomes have a collection of thousands characters in a one man or woman. And this type you are having the billions of the men. If we collect all the characters or every person's chromosomes, so we can get billions and billions characters. Comes by the chromosomes, they are called genes. My dear friend, the Kaurav is the representative, the Mamka is the representative of the psycho-physical characters or the karmas or the impressions or the characters or the demandings or the desires which is coming with you from millions of the birth. And as they get the environment, as they get the favorable conditions, they comes out, they comes in dominancy, and rest of time they are laying in the recessiveness, suppressed condition. My dear friends, the Mamkaha is a very big message for you, because now you are become the Yuyusava. Now you want to fight this battle, so you want to see the enemies which you will destroy in your internal battle. Mamaka, before I describe one by one, but I will say, by the cause of ignorance, ajnana, on the boom of avidya, it means the complete blindness of the Maya, comes my and mine dilemma or misunderstanding that make connection with the ego, and by this connection of the ego, the ego produces the mind, intellect and mood. So mind, intellect and mood, when they joined the ego, then the ego think this is my mind, this is my intellect, this is my mood. I want to repeat, by the cause of the ignorance of ajnana, in the boom of avidya, there is a ajnana and avidya, they join, they conjugate each other. So there is a bundle of illusion came. That bundle of illusion is called ego, and ego divided in 4 parts. One is mind, second is intellect, third is mood, and 4 itself ego. And the ego create a concrete faith of the mind, mamaka. And that mind, that mamaka is create the jiva. The jiva is actually, the jiva is the mamaka. But the jiva has exposed his characters in thousand forms. So that is the army of the Kauravas. So within a one jiva, there is the lakhs impressions of the millions of birth. And among these lakhs impressions, habit or characters or seed of your karmas, only one is sufficient to throw you in next birth. There one is sufficient. I want to give an example. When you caught in a disease, malaria, and the malaria parasite, that malaria parasite attack in your RBC, and he multiply in every RBC cell, and slowly, gradually, he covered your all RBCs. If you are taking anti-malaria dose and you are miss a dose, or you are not conscious to take medicine timely, or you are broke your cycle of medicine, if only one parasite will remain inside of you, that we create again malaria, that we create again the similar attack on your RBC. And the same thing with the Bacillus transfosa typhoid. So when the small diseases, they are so dangerous and so multiplication power, so why don't your impressions of your previous birth is so big, they are also very strong. If you do not destroy them in the fire of the jnana, in the fire of the supreme knowledge of the liberation, in the fire of the meditation, that will be create again the higher blindness inside of you. So I say to my disciple again and again, don't ask any question, don't debate, because when you are debating, then you are lost in your life. Maybe you have a short time, maybe you have a long time, but you must be hurried to enlightenment. Because when you will be enlightened, then you can kill these all enemies of the Kauravas, all the parasites, all the bacteria inside of you, which is living inside of you by the form of the impression of your previous birth seed karmas. So, now we are starting this Mamaka in this way. You can understand very easily. So I am start giving the examples which is you can understand. My dear friends, these hundreds and hundreds type of karmas, impression karmas, they want to put you busy in any task. They don't allow you to mold in your consciousness or mold you in the center of your Atma or center of your real existence. They don't allow you. They always involve you in the different type of the worries, dilemmas, doubts, hungers, functions, collections, desires, hate, love, many things they create inside of you, and you every time you think you are doing right, correct, but you are not correct because you are spoiling your lifetime. We will take the departments which is harmful to your awareness and the path of consciousness one by one. The first department is mana. Mana, it means mind. What is the mana? What is the mind? Because there is no words in the English. You use mind or you use psycho. Psycho, psycho. So your psycho, your mind, what is your psycho? What is your mind? They do not permit you to see even your mana. What is the intellect? They do not permit you to know that what is intellect. They submerge each other, mana, intellect, chitta. They submerge, they do not give you the chance to know what is mana, what is intellect, or what is mood. And why the mood is changing again and again. They do not permit the jiva to knowing this. Then how can you know your ego? Even you can not knowing the bay of the house, how can you know the inner room of the house? You are wandering here and there and you cannot know what is mana, what is intellect, what is mood, what is ego. You are involved all the life with the doing karmas and availing karmas and buried and getting some small thing, and you are feeling the artificial happiness and sadness and worried and many things. My dear friend, as well as the Dhritarashtra was Panthasmin, the Duryodhana, and he was helpless. He is the forcefully involved with his son. He cannot detach from his son. He do not detach what he is doing right or what he is doing wrong. Because the Dhritarashtra was unconscious in his narrow feelings. So the narrow feelings is, the wrong feelings is Dhritarashtra Ajnana, and as the Bhishma, he was also helpless because he already taken the oath to help the king of Indraprastha. As the Kripacharya was the servant of the king and he was also minister, like defense minister there, and he was in compulsion to fight against Pandava. As the same manner, your internal mind, intellect and ego, they are compulsion to making you fool and compulsion to against fight your seeking. They don't allow to be a good seeker. They always continuously want to make you unconscious and hypnotize and mesmerize. They continuously. So, the person dance like a monkey as the monkey master want say to dance. My dear friends, this is your monkey mind. Always your monkey mind dance. Always you wander like a mad person. Always you searching sensory organ stimulation, satisfaction, input for sensory organs, good scenes, music, good food, lust, etc. Like a hungry street dog. Always you are searching. That's a hungry street dog. Search the food in the streets. Or the hungry wolf. Search the animal for hunting. As you are inner sight very hungry for the sensory organs satisfaction, but you will not satisfy anyhow if you get lot even. Because these vasana or this type of your hungerness continuously breaking your systems, continuously making your system weak and continuously making strong your desires and demands. So this one side the system is going to weak and another side the demand is going high, more and more. So that create a blast furnace, a burning furnace that create a big burning furnaces inside of you. And in this furnace, the fire will not satisfy. If a person is greedy and he become a rich man, lot of money, but his desires not satisfy, he want to more and more. I don't want to say the person in this world which is rich persons, because I don't want to advertise them, but you can see by open eyes they are not satisfied. They have one company, they make two companies. They have two companies, they make four companies. They are making the cars, they want to make motorcycle also. They want to make even the parts also of truck, they want to make the truck. And slowly they want to make other goods and they want to capture more and more market, but their desires will not fulfill. And the gurus are also available to teach them, never satisfy, never satisfy. They also die in the teaching, never satisfy, never satisfy. Even the person can capture whole market of this world, but after capturing, he will not satisfy because his desire is endless. So this is the burning furnaces. You never satisfy by the money, you never satisfy by the bungalows, you never satisfy by the cars, you never satisfy by the gold medals, you never satisfy by any achievement, even you never satisfy if you can become a president of United States America, or you can become a president of General Secretary of UNO. You will never satisfy. If you do not believe me, you can go and ask them. He will say, I am not satisfied. Because he has some many tasks and he is feeling that task is incomplete. My dear friends, not even by money, but you are not satisfied with the men or the women. Women are not satisfied with the men, and men is not satisfied with the women. If the men and women, they are satisfied, the family will not fight each other. The divorce cases will not be in courts. The clashes in family will not occur. Always they think, even you can marry with the world queen, beautiful girl of the world. But after some time, year or two a year after, you will see the mistakes in your wife. And you will think, oh my God, that was my wrong decision. Why I married to the world queen? So my dear friend, this is the fact. The person is living in antakarna, living in the mind, intellect and ego. He will never satisfy, he will never stable and in satisfaction, never. And so, the man is praying to the God, oh God, you given me this type of wife in this birth. Please given me more better than next birth. It is fact, but somebody say, somebody not say. And the same type, the women pray to the God, oh God, you have given me this type of husband, please not give me this type of husband in the next birth. So that is your unsaturation by everything that is Maya, that is Kaurava, that is Mamaka. And you cannot satisfy with the car. You have a Maruti car, then you think, oh Maruti, very cheap, I want purchase. I want to purchase a Tata Sumo, Tata Safari. Oh, Tata Safari you get, oh no, this is not good car, I want purchase Pajero. You purchase Pajero. Oh no, this is not good car. I want to purchase Audi. Oh no, this is not good car. I want to purchase other. The car with the rings, I am not remembering that name is. And, okay, you think that I want to purchase the Jaguar, and you have Jaguar, you think, oh no, that is old. I want to purchase the Lamborghini. And even you purchase the personal plans, but you are not satisfied. Because The sensory organs, satisfactory materials cannot be fulfill your blankness. That blankness only can fulfill enlightenment. Because as you put in the fire fuel, as you put the fuel in the fire, fire will be burned more and more. So, in this world, you do anything, in this world, you perform anything, that is all the drama of the Maya, all the drama of avidya. I was a brother, Guru Bhai. He had the same Guru. His age was 90 years. And all the disciples of my Guru called him Dadaji with the respect. He was a learned person. He was availed the satsanga of many gurus in my Guru's family. Even he was become 75 years old, but he never understand the cleverness of mind, intellect and ego. He always come and debate with my Sadguru, and Sadguru smile and avoid that person. He was so attacking person. He attack again and again Sadguru, and he tried to destroy the mood of the Sadguru and work of the Sadguru. So Sadguru sent him in his original blaze, and unfortunately he was become mad, but he was exactly telling the Ramayans, the Gita, the Bhagavatam exactly. His intellect was working very nicely all the time, but his enlightenment was not stable, because he has not stand in the last stage of enlightenment. He lost his practices in the immature condition. So you can think that the mind, intellect and ego can destroy you, even the last peak of your journey. Most of you know the game of the snake and ladder, and you can see there is a snake in the 99 block, and if you come in 99, that snake bite you and you goes in the 1 block, 0. So my dear friend, in this life, if Sadguru have some letters to promote you, but there is also some snakes. The snakes come. The snakes comes for your mind, intellect, ego, dilemmas, doubts, and they destroy your journey. So, be careful. You must to fight this internal battle in the guidance of your Master Sadguru Krishna. You can never win this battle without help of Sadguru. Because in this battlefield, there are very arranged enemies, tricks, views, circles, traps, skills, and they are called Chakravyus. And one by one is becoming more and more dangerous. So, the Abhimanyu was killed in the 7th circle, because 7th circle was very dangerous. That circle, the enemy play the trick, enemy become the friend and kill you. So this mind can become your friend and ultimately kill you and ultimately wash out your all possibilities. So my dear friend, I think that you are slightly understanding the meaning of the Mamaka. So the Mamaka's meaning is meaning of mind, possessiveness. Everywhere where you see, there is your enemy is standing inside. And be careful. They are never satisfied. To give you pain, they will give you again and again pain. They will not never satisfy. Killing you one time, they want to kill you millions of times, and that is the cycle of death and birth. So my dear friend, the uncountable habit and habitats and the characters and dangers and worried and dilemmas and befooling and cleverness and many more, they are ready to kill you. Only the Sadguru can survive yourself. My dear friend, the Kauravas, the sounding near the crow, the hungerness, the foolishness, the many things, they are making a bad noise inside of you. Cow, 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 this type. Sometimes these things created fear inside of you. Sometimes they make you coward. Sometimes they make you in other psychophysical conditions. But this Mamaka's meaning is as yours, as others, all are Mamaka. Mam ar tor mor sab maya, Ramcharitmanas says. Mamaka is the main cause of your unpleasantness, of your lack of peace, unpeacefulness. Mamaka is the cause of all the network of this Maya's blindness and ignorance. So Mamaka is the trap of the jiva, and Mamaka is the poison for the jiva, and Mamaka is cutting you, again joining you, crushing you, again making you. Mamaka is put you in the fire. Mamaka destroy and decay you. Mamaka giving you many shape and sizes and many type of face and many type of bodies. Mamaka, like the devil Rakta Vija, Mamaka put you in again death, again birth. That is the starting meaning of Mamaka. All the world is the expansion and expose of the sensory organs, and beyond the sensory organs, the seed of habits, the seed of your roadmap, the seed of your behavior, the seed of your mind thinking, the seed of your rules and regulations and controlling norms, your duties, or your not duties, Mamka, your luck, favorable or unfavorable. Mamka is the accumulated karmas. Mamka is all in all. So the Mamka is the complete Maya. As we see in this world, as we smell in this world, as we hear in this world, as we touch in this world, as we taste in this world, as we do in this world, and as we do not do in this world, as we think in this world, all the actions and activities and base of action and activities and cause of action and activities and all the action and activities of your previous millions of birth and incoming future birth, they are all collectively called Mamka. My dear friend, these are all the brothers of your ego. These are all the sons of your ignorance, Ajnana, Dhritarashtra, and brothers of the Duryodhana. And the rest of all, they are the grandsons and granddaughters and grandsons of the Dhritarashtra of your ignorance, your Ajnana. There is no any connection with the Pandavas. There is no any similarity with the Pandavas. There is no any character or no any goodness like Pandavas. There is no any awareness as Pandavas. Inside of us, the Krishna is presence in the form of existence. And no Kaurav can know them because the Krishna was at that time, but Kauravas do not know the Krishna. But Pandavas also do not know the Krishna. Only the Arjun by the medium of the knowing of Krishna. If the Krishna do not give the teachings of the Gita to the Arjuna, nobody knows this supreme knowledge of liberation. So, the Sadguru is not even the expert in the selection of the seekers, but Sadguru can make anyone as a good seeker. Sadguru is a good sculpturist, making the idols. Sadguru is a very nice artist. Sadguru is very great producer. Sadguru is very, very great reformer. He can make you as a good seeker. My dear friend, as the Kauravas do not know about the Sadguru, Krishna, as you all do not know the Sadguru. It is the mercy of the Sadguru that Sadguru is accepting you in his circle. But Sadguru is not dependent on you. Never take this illusion in the mind. Because Sadguru never depend on the disciples. Disciples depend on the Sadguru. So, as the Kauravas do not know, as the blind persons, even some seekers do not know about the Sadguru. They think that Sadguru is a general man, like them. No. Sadguru is not a man or woman. Sadguru is the direct God. That's why the sloka says, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheswara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Guru Venama. The Guru Gita says, सतगुरु ब्रह्म अभेद है, एक है दो दो नाई, जो सतगुरु को देह लाके नरक माए भटकाए. If you ask to Sadguru, that you ask that God is another or Sadguru is another, that you are not identify the Sadguru. You are like a Kauravas. Your brain is not able to know the Sadguru. My dear friend, now we are starting the one by one about the Mamkas. The first Mamka, the eldest brother of the Kauravas, the name was Duryodhana. And Duryodhana is the Ahankara inside of you. Duryodhana is your ego. Duryodhana is your pride. Second brother is Dushasana. Dushasana, as you can see the name Dush, it means the bad. Shasana, it means administration, bad administration. But why a person go in the bad side? Because he is unconscious. So unconsciousness is Dushasana. Sutarva. Sutarva it means never hear to anyone, never hear to master, only hear the ego, only hear the evil things. That is called Sutarva. Dump. Because you are only listen the voice of, the sound of your sensory organs. A master is giving the discourse and you are listening discourse of master. And your girlfriend's phone comes in your mobile and you kick out the master and run to that girlfriend. The master giving discourse and your sensory organs want food and you stop the discourse and go for food. So many things you avoid the master because you are deep inside. So that is called Sutarva. Bibihasu, the name of Kaurava. Bibihasu. The different type of your sensory or organs hungers and you are very attentive to get them. That is Bibihasu. Bibihasu, it means you are very ugly inside of you. Very ugly. Anyhow, you want to enjoy your sensory hungers. That's why the persons do the theft, the persons do the cheating, the persons become the rogues, the person become the dacoits, and person become the rapist because they are Bibihasu. And these type of impressions, they goes birth by birth and the jiva never be free. Because if you do any crime, the crime will give you punishment. My dear friend, the next is Vikat. Vikat, it means the extraordinary bad courage and bad activities. That is called Vikat. Sama. Sama means Suma. Suma means miser. Miser means never give money to anyone, never give anything to anyone, never enroll in any service. Want all the money for himself, want all the thing for himself. That is the Soma. Nishangi. Nishangi, it means the tarkas. It means the equipment where the arrows are accumulated. The Nikammi, Nishangi, it means you have inside the lacks of painful things. Which painful things You shoot to others. You give to the pain to others and you are a sadist. Kachvi, Kavachi. Kavachi means the sheath having like turtle. Turtle have a sheath in his back. So this type of thick leather, it means no shame. No shame. And to hide the shame, they collected the stanzas and quotation of holy books. They collect the arguments in the debates. They collect the well-established fact of the society and take shelter of them. So they comes in front of the Sadguru with the sheath, with the shield, and Sadguru cannot break the shield, and they comes and goes and never stay in with the Sadguru because they are already protected themselves. They never want to surrender their mind. They never want to kill their mind by the hand of the Sadguru. The net is the pashi. You know, the fishermen, they have the net that called pash. So they have different type of the nets in your mind. And that nets, the net of conspiracy, net of fake and false illusions, net of fake and false allegations, net of intellectual tricks, net of relation with wrong persons. So different and several nets they have, so they called pashi. My dear friends, the next is Nanda. Nanda means Dvanda. Dvanda means contradiction. They are always live in the contradiction, dilemma, do or not do, do or not do. Upananda. Upananda, it means the helping impressions or helping characters of the Dvanda. It means they help in the dilemmas and they control the dilemmas and they manage the dilemmas. That is called Upananda. They are the younger brother of the Nanda. So if you are confused inside, if you are divided inside, if you are not deciding what to do or what to not do, you can think you are trapped in the Nanda and Upananda. The next brother of the Kaurava is Duspraharsha. Duspraharsha, it means the internal cruelty, internal wrongness, internal demonic stage. Without any cause they want to, without any cause they want to make a fraction with other person, fractions. And for their satisfaction and for their entertainment, they give the pain to others. So they make the planning to make unpleasant others from inside, and they create also some unpleasantness inside them. They called sadist. They called sadist in English. As any person come in their circle, even he is brother or sister or husband or wife or mother or father or friend or enemy, introductory or non-introductory, you know or not know that person, but without any cause, giving the pain of that person for entertainment, this is a big rogue nature, that is big rogue nature, that is called a Tushharsha. I think a short story. Many years ago, in the school, the 20 and 25 teachers was there, and they are number one idle, number one, they are not doing anything, they are kamchor, it means they want to escape from the duties, they are proudy, they are clever, and they was Dushkarsha. All the time in the school, they was making the conspiracy to giving the tension and unpleasant to other persons. They was all the time thinking any occasion they want to find, and they want insult to their colleagues, and they want put their colleagues in the difficult conditions, and they are all greedy of false admiration and the respect and the physical things, and they was number one coward, selfish, buttered, and backbiters. They are all one. They are all adjust from each other like the corpse, because the same frequency persons attached with the same frequency. The horse goes to the horse and donkey goes to the donkey. The time was going this type, and at that time the new teacher came in their school. The teacher was different from them. The teacher was not corrupt. The teacher was symptom of the Pandava, that he was the seeker, he was the lover of the Sadguru. His heart was very pure. He had no any conspiracy, he had no any cleverness. He was day and night loves to the God. But all teachers, they see that teacher and they hate naturally the teacher, because the teacher is helpless. He cannot leave the service, government service, and he should live with them. So, in the views of the 20 teachers, that one teacher was unsocial, and naturally they have the jealousy, hate from that teacher. His voice, of the teacher voice, was very melodious. His living is very good, but they do not like, because they do not know even what is the Sadguru, but the teacher by the lover of the Sadguru. That teacher live with them and take the advantage of the Sadguru, and one day he will become the Jnani. And he will become a very nice internal stage of the peace he get. Oh my God, then they see the peace and see the pleasure of the teacher, that other teachers, they was very more jealous, and they are making the conspiracy against the teacher. They day by day puzzling that teacher. They day by day criticizing that teacher. They day by day putting hurdles in front of teacher. But the teacher was a jnani, but enlightened, so he bear all the things. And in the last, when he stand in his existence, he always bearing all the pains, difficulties, jealousies, sorrows, pinching of these 20 teachers. But the blind persons never see that teachers is become enlightened. So that Jivan Bhukta, that Buddhatva, that Paramahansa, that great teacher live with other teachers, but other teacher never recognize. The teachers, they are giving the bad names, like the Shishupal gave the Krishna. In the last, they all get the death of a blind person, and that teacher was come out from the Maya. So this story is inspiring the seekers, that everyone has those gharsha, everyone has the Kauravas impressions, and that teacher was the seeker, and they are all not a seekers, so never worried about non-seekers' behavior. And this story will be repeat in everyone's life, not only one that. This story will repeat in everyone's seeker's life. My dear friend, we will take the Subahu in the next discourse, because this discourse is enough long. Thank you very much. Love you very much. Thank you.